Hello, how are you? Do you realize that you are a spiritual being having a human experience? My name is Robert Miller, and I'd like to talk to you a little bit about things like that. Maybe this will help you understand the situation you're in. I believe that our thoughts create our reality. I believe that you are a spiritual being. We are, all of us, a spiritual being having a human experience. There are basic things about this existence that hold true to each and every one of us. The general well being we wish for us, being ourselves and our close or friends or family, is universal. Nobody wants to see their mother hurt. Nobody wants to see their best friend injured or harmed or broke or disrupted in any way. No one wants to see their wife hurt or their husband beat up. These are universal. We all look for the well being of each other. Every single one of us does that. See, when you started your journey here, you saw this beautiful place. You were initially consciousness, unformed, free formed. When you saw the planet Earth and you realized the opportunity that was here for you to become a young man or a young woman, for you to grow up as a little boy or a little girl, to be a young man or a young woman, to have a family, to start life on your own. Wherever you are, this is what you came to be. You're hearing this by no accident at all. I don't believe there's ever been an accident on planet Earth or anywhere else in the universe. But rather, not one grain of sand is out of place. So having said that, as a spiritual being, when you saw the opportunity to be a human being on planet Earth in the year 2015 or 16, you jumped at the opportunity. So did I. So did everyone else around you. Said, wow, I cannot wait to get here and try this out. To try it out, to live your life, to enjoy your life, to run through the park, to play with your brother or sister, to joke with your lover, to make love to your wife or your husband, to be a beautiful person, to give away, to share the holidays. This is what you came here to do. Isn't that amazing that you came here with the intent of completely and fully enjoying yourself, and the understanding is that well-being is abound. That there's nothing you can do to disrupt the well-being that is intended for your life. There's nothing you can do other than think about it as not that way. In other words, if you want to look at how bad it is, then we'll show you. If you want to look at how good it is, we'll show you that. It's your decision. The thoughts you choose to think create the reality you experience every single day, moment by moment by moment. You get what you think about, whether you want it or not. Okay? And we also agreed. I mean, there was a great deal of energy and excitement prior to your arrival. How excited do we get for babies? Because we intuitively know this inner being that is in each and every one of us, because that spiritual being that saw all this potential is the reason you look, act, and sound the way you do not right now. That is the being you are. And the closer you line up with this inner being that is you, the better you understand that you're here to enjoy yourself and that everything is okay. In fact, better than okay, because the better it gets, the better it gets. The more time you spend investing in you, becoming a better person. What do I mean by a better person? Kind, loving, forgiving, kind, loving, forgiving. These are the qualities of the Holy Spirit if you look into the Bible. And I imagine it's scattered as those qualities throughout religions, throughout time, that these are the best qualities. Because that's what you came here to do. That is the origin of from which you came. The well-being spirit that you came from when you saw this planet, when you saw this opportunity, you knew, as so did I, that if you got into trouble here, there would be someone there to help you. That you just have to line up. Your understanding of this as a spiritual being was, I will find myself, I will line up with that which makes me feel good. I will dream, I will imagine, and I will create, and I will naturally gravitate to that which most pleases me. That was your intent. Easy peasy. When you get here, well, it gets a little different, a little foggy, a little bit disrupted. But now you're finding your way back to that which you know to be. You know too much. You can't go back. You know now that everyone around you in your experience is there to help you. And you, them. We're all here for each other. And since the intent is well-being, you simply need to look and find the well-being that is surrounding you. You'll know you're on the right track when the relationships that you desire from other people and places begin to be part of your experience. Isn't that lovely? When you are lined up with that intent which you came here to be, the relationships that you desire will show up and reflect the same thing. They'll get better, whether that be new ones or the ones you've already have. As you show that creative love energy that is God in your life, you'll attract those people who appreciate that love energy like moths to a flame. They will show up into your experience. You will begin to become prosperous. You begin to become happier, loving, and kind. Those are ways of being. So that's it. You came here with intent to enjoy yourself. What you think about, you get, whether you want it or not. Think on purpose. Make sure your thoughts are one in those that you enjoy. And quit talking about things that you do not. If you didn't enjoy it, don't repeat it. If it didn't feel good, don't try to re-experience that again. Let's focus on what we enjoy. And then what we enjoy turns out to be our focus all day long. And when you need help, accept the help that comes. You don't have to look for it. It's going to show up to help you. That was part of the deal. And there's not one of us that didn't agree to this when we came. And we're enjoying this life. It's supposed to be good. Life gets better. The better it gets, the better it gets. Like I said, you can judge the way you're doing by how you feel. You should feel good. If you don't, find a better feeling thought. The relationships in your life should be loving and kind and fun and joyous and exciting. If they're not, then find a way to make that happen. Focus on that's what you want. Not that's what you want as a grab, but that's what you want to allow to happen. And let it be. Don't monitor it, just notice that it is. You've got to understand that while you're doing this, the greater part of you, the spiritual part of you, you're partially here as a physical being and mostly as a spiritual being. And as everyone that's ever lived a human, everyone that's ever lived before, and even more than that, I'm sure, is spiritually focused around us on the leading edge of the next moment that you're experiencing now. Is trying to help you. Is trying to gather what is to make it all better for you. Because you are truly loved and adored by Source, by God, by that Christ consciousness that is in all of us that brings us closer together and wraps us all around in this well-being. It works that way. We're all a vibrating being. We vibrate. Every single molecule in your body is vibrating. Every atom is. The mood that you experience produces chemicals that react to your body in various ways. When you feel bad, you're doing bad things to your body. You're harming it. When you feel good, you're doing good things to your body. You're replenishing it. You're being better. Look for good feeling thoughts at any given way. If you wake up in the morning and you don't feel good, make sure the first thing on your mind is, I'm getting better. Don't get out of the shower, tell yourself 10 times I'm sick, and then go in and tell the first person you see, I don't feel good. Let your body know your desire is to feel better. These are some thoughts how I'm learning to live my life. Abraham Hicks has taught me some things. Look her up on YouTube. Wayne Dyer, he said, change your thoughts, change your life. These are fantastic teachers, and evidently all of the teachers throughout history and time have known this to be true, that somehow we're creating all that we experience. Well, now you're one of those who understand this. Isn't that cool? Now you can create on purpose. Now you can point the boat downstream, and when the rapids come, you'll be ready. And as the rapids clear, you'll see the smooth sailing ahead. I hope that makes sense to you. But I love you all very much, man. I hope this helps. Robert Miller, over and out.